H-Town to South Central. I went to school in the Valley for a year and a half, 2 years or something like that. I've been on the east side, I've been on the west side, south side, everywhere, LA. Okay, some of my early influences, bro, I'm gonna be real, man. My pops, of course, man. Growing up, you wanna be what your pops is. Um, Aside from that, musically, man, I grew up listening to a lot of bachata, merengue, Spanish music mostly. Um, I could mention a bunch of artists, man. You know, even English is a lot of artists too. I grew up listening to like weirdly Lou Bega, you know, stuff like that. I'm real in tune with the stuff like B.B. King. You know what I'm saying? I like my old school stuff. There's a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. I believe it was about 3, 4 years ago now. I used to do poetry way back, way longer than 3 years ago. Coming out of high school or even in high school, I used to write a lot. Even on social media, if people remember, I was always posting like little poetry stuff. But actually recording music, it didn't start till I lost one of my jobs, one of like 50 jobs I've had. And I decided with my last check, shout out my boy Ricky, man, he gave me the idea to just go buy all my equipment and, you know, just hit Guitar Center, bought all my shit. Been recording faithfully for the past 3 years, 4 years now. Man, like I said, I got fired. And I got probably like, it was like a $1,800 check or something like that. You know, they pay you out for all your time and your sick hours or whatever. And, man, I hit you know, I hit up Sweetwater and Z-Sounds, man. If you know the deal, you know the deal. I hit them up, and for the low, you can get all your stuff, man. And if you don't know, now you know. And I got all my equipment. And that was really my first, in Guitar Center. And that was really my first, like, investment into any of this, and really my best investment. If I'm trying to be real with y'all, my best investment has been that. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. That feeling I get after recording a song, and I'm in a room by myself, and it don't even sound like me, or I done did something so good that, you know, I amaze myself, and I really feel like that's a feeling I personally love the most. I love the recording, the performing is something I had a big issue with, man. I didn't, when I make music, I ain't even think about performing, but you know, I fell in love with performing now too. You know, I love it all, but it's something about that feeling you get when you hearing your track by yourself and you know it's a hit. Even though, you know, you slept on at the moment, it's a hit. It's gonna have its day. I ain't been wanting to talk about it really. I don't even know when this interview gonna drop, but a project. You know, I've been kind of back and forth with singles or projects, all that stuff. I just need a body of work right now to kind of give people more of a taste of what it is I do. I do have singles out. I do have other bodies of work with other artists, groups, all that. Man, it's a lot of work out there, but I really just want one piece of work that's mine and that I could really push and move forward with. And you know, like I said, I just need what do you call it? Like a catalog to be able to show people. And that's really what I'm working on right now. Man, I love to work with anybody, really. I give everybody a chance. I do pull up to studio sessions when people invite me in. You know, I gotta protect my craft. Just like they say, protect your energy, man, protect your craft. And if I feel like there's nothing for me there, and I'm not talking about, I don't care about what you got or none of it, but if I don't feel like we at the same level, or if I don't feel like you can push me forward or something like that, I don't particularly collaborate with you. Like, you know, I really feel like we gotta, you know, it's just like, you know, what do they say? Iron sharpen iron or something like that. That's the saying. That's how I feel like, bro. I gotta be in there with somebody that I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna help push you forward and you gonna help push me forward, and we gonna make a banger. If not, yeah, I really ain't fucking with it. I apologize. I don't apologize for that matter of fact. Okay, recent collaborations. Well, we just dropped the wave with Harley. Y'all already know the deal with that, man. Go check that out if you haven't. We do have the Brindis video out. You know what I'm saying? Cypress, Killer Karen, My Dog 99, mixed by Crook. Go check that video out if you haven't. I just recently collabed a few days ago with Sarai, a female artist from Texas. My boy Paige, man. Paige came out here, booked the session. We ended up collabing on a song. You know, it's a lot of talks with a lot of other artists, you know what I'm saying? It's some artists that's up there too that I'm, you know, I don't be doing if I don't know you like that, I ain't name dropping, but there's some artists that I've been working with, artists I'm going to work with in the near future. But those really been the people I've been locked in with, man, from FIFA, Fortuna, Ratchet, Arley, Sarai, Paige, man, I'm trying to lock in with my dog, Jackpot, the whole MFM gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about the people I record at my studio. Like, I haven't particularly collabed with all of them, but they definitely people I'm looking to collab with. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna consider them collabs already. I got a big ass Dominican flag behind me. I got a big ass Guatemalan flag in my bedroom. I'm super prideful. You know what I'm saying? It's what I grew up with, man. Growing up, you know, prior to me being born, I'm pretty sure my dad engraved like a whole new culture into my mom's lifestyle. She's Guatemalan, my dad's Dominican. But growing up, I don't ever recall having Guatemalan food. I don't recall really having like too many Central American things. It was always algo típico en casa, like something you know, from DR. Like it could be pollo guisado, carne guisada, sancocho, man, frito, salami, queso frito. I grew up eating that yuca, man. Which is stuff that a lot of other people can relate to, but as far as myself, yeah, the Dominican culture definitely was engraved to me a lot more. Growing up, a lot of people didn't believe me when I tell them I was Guatemalan. You know, they thought I was either Cuban or something else, Puerto Rican. But, you know, I tell them like I'm Dominican Guatemalan, but I've definitely carried a heavier culture with my Dominican side, man. My dad at some point became the president of a Dominican club out here in LA. And for some years, actually, man. So growing up, from Friday to Sunday, Monday even, I was somewhere involved with some Dominican get down. And that bodegón, man, if you know the bodegón, you know the bodegón. And yeah, I'm prideful, man. I'm also a proud Guatemalan. Once I got a little older and I was able to, you know, ask about certain things, like I definitely started eating more Guatemalan food. My mom started tapping into it more, which she really knows how to cook real well still. Because I've had some Guatemalan food from outside that I wasn't really, you know, fucking with. But she do her shit. And man, I love them both. I've been to DR, but I ain't been to Guatemala. But it's a trip I'm trying to take soon. Honesty in the studio. Ooh, that's a good one. That's very needed, man. You can't have yes men in the motherfucking studio. Get all them niggas out of it, man. You can't have motherfuckers falling asleep at the studio. I don't give a fuck how many drugs you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you're tired, go home. That's a part of being honest. As far as an artist, man, it's honesty is a big. It's like a big subject because it goes a long way. You got to be honest with your producers if something not right. Your producer got to be honest with you if you ain't, getting on the beat. If it don't sound right, of course, everybody's opinion is different. 1,000 people gonna say yes, another 1,000 gonna say no. But at the end of the day, you need honesty. Like, even if you don't bop with that nigga's idea, like, it's an opinion and it's his honest opinion. Like, take it, roll with it. It's constructive criticism, and I've dealt with that. Well and bad too. But it's something you got to deal with, and it is what it is. Sometimes what you might think is amazing, somebody else might find to be trash. Let that man or that woman tell you the truth, and then that's their truth, that's their honesty once again, and you really can't be mad. But you want people to be honest with you. You just can't have yes men around. Hey bro, this sound cool. Yeah, no, that shit ain't gonna work. Trust me, it ain't getting me nowhere. It ain't gonna get nobody else nowhere. Don't get them niggas away from me. Concepts. I love concepts. If you hear my verses particularly on anything, you could tell that from the top to the end, there's a concept behind it. Any verse I've done, it's almost poetic in a way. It all makes sense all together. It's almost a story being told. That's the way I like writing music. As far as the process, man, sometimes it takes me 15 minutes, 10 minutes to come up with something. Sometimes it takes me hours. You never know. Sometimes it takes me months. I done got some people that work with me and they don't get their track back for producers particularly. They don't get their track back for months. It's people, I got a real close homeboy, man. He go by his name Louis from West LA Bullies, man. He paid me for some tracks, man, and I gave him 1 track out of 4, and it's something where he knows these are tracks that I really want to give him something that I know I'm a fuck with for the rest of my life too. And I'm taking my time, but then again, this my homeboy. It's just like my older, I'm gonna be real, it's like my older brother, so it's all love. It ain't no rush there, but he knows the process, bro. Like, he's seen it, and respectfully, like, I want to be able to give him something that I know I'm gonna fuck with for the rest of my life, just like he trying to fuck with his, he got his candles, man, West LA Bullies. He trying to do that. And the same way he gonna run with his brand for the rest of his life, I want to be able to want to perform these tracks for him. And then you get what I'm saying? I gotta love what I give him, because that's my dog. And it's taken me a while, but he knows that when he gets that, it's gonna be some shit. Believe that. It's a song on the. Damn, that's crazy. No, probably songs that ain't even out. But it's a lot of definitely heartfelt shit, man. Some bars that always stay with me was off of the song. Man, look, bro, all these songs are pretty. It's no name on them songs. I can't even put a name on them. But I talk about I wanted to be heard in the music rather than me saying them right now because it's not out. But I pretty much talk about something that me and my family went through not too long ago. From bouncing back from some like major like blackouts. I'm gonna call it a blackout. To losses in my family that to this day, like, they still happening. We just bouncing back. We really just bouncing back, and there's one particular track where I really get in depth about like my whole, just everything, life in general. That's gonna come out of my project that I'm working on. It's gonna be real meaningful, and y'all gonna hear it when it come out. But that's probably one of my most personal pieces of work. Oh man, what's funny is the poetry. It was always in English, and now it take me longer to do something in English than in Spanish. Um, and the Spanish was just, I fell in love with it the moment I did it. I had always, from the first time I recorded, I always said I'm finna try some Spanish shit, and I did. And I got them archives. I can look that up. We gonna show that on some other interview. I'll let Sync Vibes have that just because of this. But man, yeah, I just fell in love with it. I felt like I found myself, and I feel like I can explain myself a lot more in Spanish than I can in English. I feel like myself. Like, I love my Spanish shit, man. That's where I get real confident at. Y'all can see the shack. I think y'all can see the shack. The shack wasn't even this. The shack was back there. It was actually bigger. And then eventually, the rain came down. I got a little friendly with wanting to fix shit. That shit ended up coming down some more. And I ended up moving everything over here, man. This was honestly a little storage. It's like a little what? This like a 8x8, something like that. And I just moved all the shit that was in here into the other spot. Covered that shit with a fucking una carpa. If you understand that, you understand that. But I covered it, and I brought all my equipment over here, and it turned into the shack. Like, if you know the shack, you know the shack. If you've been at the shack, you know the deal, man. Like, it's all love over here. We done came up with some major tracks, man, like that I'm really hopeful for, man. They gonna have their day, and y'all gonna fuck with them. A lot of people have come here, man. I host barbecues over here. My fat ass. Everybody know I be promoting the barbecue. If I promote that, pull up. You more than welcome, man. If you're doing anything musically, it's all for networking. It's all for vibing out. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people been to the shack. I can't even name people. You been here, and I thank you for coming here. The shack about to be gone, man. The shack about to be gone. I swear it hurt, but on to bigger and better things, man. But I'm definitely thankful for the shack, man. Back to back to back to back to back to back tracks. Moving forward, if something don't sound good, fuck it. Next one. Hey, bro, that shit whack. Re-record that. Oh, that shit whack. Okay, I'll re-record that myself. Man, producers just throwing beats down. Man, the engineers just knocking it down. Man, I've been blessed to work with some amazing engineers, man. Like, shout out all of them, from IQ to Krug. It's Nash, man. It's been a gang of engineers I've worked with, man, and y'all know the deal. Recently, these are the people I've been working with, so that's why I'm naming them. But that's what a productive session has. It's everybody working. That's why earlier I mentioned, like, if somebody knocking out or something, get the fuck out, go home. We don't need that. We done thugged out 32-hour sessions that Sync Vibes has recorded. People be amazed by that. I've heard major artists, everybody talk about, oh, well, I've been in a session for 7 days. No, we genuinely stayed up for 32 hours straight, You know what I'm saying? I'm Kevin. We probably slept for like 3 hours, an hour when we got there before a producer pulled up, woke us up, and it was time to go. And man, just yeah, it's game time every time, every time you're in there, it's game time, and that's a productive session. Like we're there to win, no matter what. Leo Dan, um, Hector Acosta, los hermanos Rosario, a lot of country music. My dad's a big fan of country music. I mentioned Lou Bega earlier, BB King. I ain't even gonna lie. My dad was even hip to 50. Um, Ludacris. I'm mentioning people, once I got a little older, I remember finally listening to like Tego and all that stuff. But it was a mixture of a lot of mostly Spanish music, salsa, merengue, bachata. I believe I mentioned some of it earlier. So that's what I grew up with. This it's gonna sound weird, but I feel like I was born with it. Look, I don't even recall this, but look, I don't know if y'all can see that. But I got this hung in my studio. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I got this hung in my studio. It's a picture of me holding a guitar. I don't remember this at all. I don't know how the fuck old I was or whatever, but I'm holding a fucking guitar. I'm pretty sure I've been around music for some time, and even recently, man, after my dad's surgery, I captured a picture of him, a video of him. He playing the guitar, man, like, and I don't particularly remember too much of that growing up. But as I was older, even like in high school, if he had a guitar around him, like he would most likely pick it up and play that motherfucker. Or wherever we would go, like he always had his little tune. In case y'all want to see it off, we had this hung up. This is what I've been talking about this whole time. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? What do I bring to the game? A new flavor. Something, different. I try my best to be different. I really try hard to be different. As far as something as simple as a cadence, a flow, wordplay. I try to carry myself differently, and I just feel like it's gonna be like almost, I don't want to say a breakthrough, but it's gonna be like a new sound. Like I pray people take it as that. Like, oh, here comes something new, something good, something we can roll with for the next decade or so. Like, that's what I feel like I bring to the game. In due time, that's what it's gonna be. Everywhere. There's always room for growth. Um, I want my words to get better. I want my cadences to get better. Of course, I believe in myself heavy, and I like what I do now, but I grow every day. I'm taking the same shot every day. I'm moving around, taking a different shot. No matter the case, like, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna start missing less. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep scoring and just growing. I think every day is another it's another brick. I learn something new all the time. There's never been a time where I don't come into the studio, and even if it's something as simple as a command key, I'm learning that. And that's growth. That's what I want. Man, that's crazy. I got a lot of goals, man. leave LA, man. I love LA, but outside of music, that's definitely something I've been working towards, man. Just I want to travel. I want to live all around the world, bro. I'm a big motherfucker. 348 pounds as we speak. Um, Chair squeaking and all that. But coming out of high school, I had a teacher, Mr. Bailey. He actually had he knew I love cooking, bro, and he set up an interview. I was fresh out of high school, and he knew I wanted to do that. And he set up an interview for this restaurant that was by Universal Studios called Poquito Mas. And I was getting ready to work at the restaurant and all that, mentally preparing myself. I ain't even pull up to the interview. I was that nervous. But hey, shit happened for a certain reason. Now I'm doing this, and maybe if I would have done that, I wouldn't have been doing this, and whatever. You never know. But I've always loved cooking, man. And my family, like I said, every weekend we was linking up, cooking, grilling, the todo, and we've always spoke about like having our own little thing. And one of my main goals is being able to get my mom and my dad like they restaurant. They always talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And one day, hopefully, I get to give them their restaurant. And I really hope. I'm a picky motherfucking eater, and so I know that shit gon' take off. It gotta be El Odio Gordo approved, man. So we gonna have good food. I promise that. But yeah, them are goals in life, bro. Travel and just give my folks what they want. Uh, with or without music, these are goals. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to enjoy life, man. Doing what I want to do. What the fuck? Fun myself, man. I don't know. I said, great question, no answer. I'm driving. Wherever I end up, I'm independent right now. I've been doing it independently. Shout out everybody behind me though. Like, apart from doing it by myself, I have, people that help me out big time, and all that, but it's technically independent. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a label, never been in that situation. I've never been approached. I don't know what they have to offer. I'm savvy to what it is they can offer, so I'm not just gonna go for. But I don't know. They could slap a Billy on the table, I might say yes. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna say no to $1 billion? So I'm not gonna say no, man. We gonna see wherever the fuck wherever it takes us. Just keep creating music. I got a project I'm working on. I spoke about that earlier. It's just creating, planning. It's not too much I can say. I'm working on something, on a pretty big body of work, and that's really it for now. Not till that drops. I have anything else lined up. That's really where my focus is at right now. Come out with some breakthrough shit. Just take over one time for a long time, but take over.